All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakhakodash.
No, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutation to the Akim, and to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth and faith and sincerity. All right, man, this brother, we just want to get into a lesson, on basically the things that we suffering really ain't worth nothing. All right, it's really light, because we got so much, coming to us. All right, if we endure, all right, if we labor unto the end, all right, if we be saved, we know that we have a kingdom coming. All right, so everything that you may be suffering right now, it really don't compare to what we're gonna get, and that's what the scripture said.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start off with the 2 Corinthians. We hope we're not trying to make it too long, so we hope it's quick.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
It says for our light affliction. All right, it says light affliction. We know everything that you may be going through in your daily lives. You don't really look at it as light. What Paul's saying is light.
Yeah.
All right, so you gotta brush that shit off, really. All right, it says for our light affliction, which is but for a moment. All right, it's only for a moment. It ain't like we gotta be going through this shit forever. All right, it's only for a short period of time, and you knowing that it's only for a short period of time, that should boost your faith. That should be like, okay, shit, the kingdom gonna be here. We ain't gotta suffer this for too long.
Right. Yahweh Shai said he come quickly.
Yeah.
It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory.
Right, the kingdom. Getting crowns upon your head, ruling over these heathen nations. All right, getting their riches, getting their women. Being on a status or a certain level in the kingdom. All right, because the elect is going to be on a whole nother level.
New bodies.
Yeah, the 144,000.
Having the law, statute, commandments in our inward parts. Finally serving our power in perfection like he set us up to do. We finally go be able to, be in that righteous estate forever, man. You see? And it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah, don't look at what you see. All right? It says that, but we don't look at the things which are seen, but the things that are not seen. So whatever you may be going through, don't just focus on that. All right, focus on what's coming. Focus on Yahweh Shai, on Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Focus on the kingdom. Focus on that crown. Focus on receiving that prize.
Okay.
All right, it says for the things that are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen, all right, that is eternal. All right, the shit that we going through, that's temporal. Just like it says, for a short time. All right, it's temporary. It's not gonna last forever. We're not gonna be here too long or for a long time just suffering. The Most High not gonna let His men do that. All right, go through that. We want something that's eternal. That's what we working for.
Okay, I got a quick one. This is 2 Ezra 7:16. It says, why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present? So the scriptures asking us why we don't meditate or think about the things that's to come over the things that's present, Like it's saying Colossians 3, set our affections upon things above, where Yahweh Shai sit up on the right-hand side of the Father. And that's the eternal things, man.
Yeah, because that can mess you up if you just dwelling on what you're going through. All right, because the scriptures say you're supposed to cast your care upon the Most High, for He cared for us.
Okay.
All right, because we can't carry the burden of this world by ourselves. We need Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Help. All right, we need His help. All right, because that can cause you to fall out the truth. Become unfruitful. All right, and it can cause you to lose faith. You want to do the work no more.
Yeah.
You get that Romans 8:16.
Okay. This is Romans 8.
Oh, you can read down to 18.
And 16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together.
Right. It says, it's speaking of an heir. All right, and the heir basically like the son out of a father that's set to receive an inheritance.
Yeah.
And it says joint heirs with Yahushua. Who is Yahushua's father? The Most High, Yahweh. So he's gonna receive, you know, the planet Earth. All right, that's his kingdom to rule in. All right, it says that we're gonna be joint heirs. So whatever he received of the Most High, he gonna share with us.
Yeah.
All right.
It says, so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together.
Right. While us suffer with him, that means us going through all of the things, the shit that we going through right now. Persecution, people lying on us. You know, you might be getting into it with your woman. You might lose your woman. You might lose a job. You know, your car always breaking down. You know, just random shit happening. Demons fucking with you. We gotta suffer those things to be glorified with Yahushua, because Yahushua suffered when he came. It wouldn't be fair, because the Most High is a fair power. It wouldn't be fair that his son had to suffer, but we just gonna get the kingdom easily.
And he had to suffer for us, but we ain't had to go through nothing. We just get what he get. No, hey, he said the servant ain't greater than the master.
Right. We gotta work for that. All right. You gotta suffer just like he suffered.
And if I can add real quick, because when you go through something and you get something at the end of that trial, you gonna appreciate that gift way more.
Yeah.
You know, think about a rich Edomite child. They grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. They grow up with gifts, BMWs. They don't really appreciate it. They don't appreciate their parents. But think about if you never had nothing. You grew up in a trailer, projects. Then when you finally get something, you go appreciate it that much more because you never had it. You know, you gonna want to thank your father, thank your mother, man. You know.
Just think about if suffering wasn't a requirement. I believe that it would be way more than 144,000 being saved.
Bro, everybody want to do it.
Yeah, if you didn't need to suffer, but that suffering, that's what makes people fall out. The ones that are not of the elect. Only the elect are gonna see, you know, what this truth is really about. All right, taking in that bitterness and everything.
Yep.
All right, not only the sweet but the bitterness of the scriptures, of this truth.
Yep. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
So the shit that you're going through in your life cannot be compared
It ain't gonna compare, bro.
to what's gonna come to us. So why not suffer? Why not suffer?
It's worth it.
So no matter how big of a problem you think going on in your life right now, you know, you stretching out about something. What you got coming to you, that shit can't be compared to that. Like if you was to weigh that on the scale would be way tipped the fuck over. You know?
Just think about your Yahushua though, man. Look what he went through to receive. He had to go through what he had to go through so we can receive that, you know, so we can have repentance and forgiveness of sins, man. Just think about what he had to go through. You see, he made our burden light, you know? So, what you want next, bro?
Matthew 19, 27 to 29.
Okay. This is Matthew 19. This is Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Yeah, so you're gonna go through things that's gonna cause you to forsake people that you actually care about. All right, 'cause this truth, it'll make people see you as a problem. All right, you might be that weird guy. You know, you don't want to eat pork, you don't want to smoke, you don't get tattoos. All right, you don't get edge ups. All right, so people gonna look at you like, man, this guy weird as hell. What the fuck is wrong with him? All right, but you gotta suffer those things. You gotta forsake family and friends. Because your friends not going to look at you the same. All right? They're like, this dude out of there, you know? They probably think you you smoking dope or something.
Yep.
Right? But everything that you forsake, all right, what is a job? Because, you know, you have certain jobs, they have certain requirements. All right, like for you to shave your beard and all that. Like, whatever you forsake, how should I say, you're going to get it a hundredfold. All right, so none of that matters. Whatever you done lost, you're going to get that back. All right, he said not only that, but everlasting life.
Man.
Everlasting life. Because on this side, you got everything. Let's say you keep those things, you don't live forever. So you can't really enjoy those things. But in the kingdom, you're going to be able to enjoy that forever.
Ever, man.
So it's worth suffering. All right, he said you're going to inherit everlasting life. And that's what this lesson is about, because we're going through temporary tribulations to receive eternal life in everlasting peace, basically. All right? And that's worth it.
It's worth it,
That's
man.
a good deal.
Because if we go get in the kingdom and like I said, some go wake up to shame, you know? You go get in the kingdom like, damn, bro, I couldn't suffer that. Because you gonna look back like that was it. Because it ain't gonna compare what we gonna receive. It ain't gonna compare. It's gonna feel like a small thing. So imagine if we go through it now, it's gonna feel that much better that we was able to. And it's not us, it's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rachak Wadash that's allowing us to get through it. And Lord willing, we endure. You know, but you gonna feel like shit if you look back like, damn, that was all I had to go through and I ain't get through that. Debt, you know, money, you know, all these problems. Hey, bro, we in Babylon the Great, like Elder Yashawamba always say. You think we care about the opinions of pork, hot dog, soda drinking, football, watching niggas, man, Edomites, you know? Because they don't understand. We know what we fighting for, man. You know, Salaki, bro.
I want Ezekiel 37 and 26.
Okay. This is Ezekiel 37.
I'm gonna say this too, because we suffering because we disobeyed the Most High, His commandments back then in the past, and also before we came into the truth. All right, so we have to suffer. All right, it's only righteous. All right, it's fair. All right, and he said He's not making us go through it for a while. He said, look, go through this for a short amount of time, and you're gonna get this for eternity.
Yep.
What kind of deal can you get that's much better than that? Cause we deserve death. We supposed to be dead. You know, because even if you don't want to suffer, you gonna suffer anyway.
You have to. Cause
you an Israelite, Esau will come after you, and the Most High got to judge 2/3. So you might as well suffer righteously, than wickedly.
Can I grab this real quick, bro? This 2 Ezra 7 and 14. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things. So if you don't want to go through the suffering, it says they can never receive those that are laid up for them. Then you ain't gonna receive the gifts that's laid up if you can't get through the fire on one side and the water on the other, which is symbolic for the trials and tribulations, the afflictions we have to go through, man. You know, that's the only way, is one path to the kingdom. You know? But this is Ezekiel 37 and 26. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant which with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever.
He said he'll make a covenant of peace with them. Who is that them? That's talking about the Israelites. He said an everlasting covenant. So this covenant is not going to end. All right, because we going through, like I said, trials and tribulation right now. We're not at peace right now. All right, but the Most High, He's going to give us that peace, all right, in the kingdom. All right, so you can grab Isaiah 32 and 18. And that should be something to look for, to look forward to. All right, peace forever. You know.
This is Isaiah 32, and you want me to start at 17? It's Isaiah 32 and 17. And the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness, quietness and assurance forever. And my people shall dwell in a peaceable habitation, and in a sure dwelling, and in quiet resting places.
Right. This is gonna happen when we receive the kingdom, when we receive the law, statutes, and the commandments in our inward parts. All right, we are all gonna be at peace with each other, all our people. All right, just like it says in Isaiah 60, all our people are gonna be righteous. You know, it says quiet. It says a peaceable habitation, sure dwelling, and quiet resting place. You ain't gonna have to worry about nothing no more. You ain't gonna have to worry about, oh, do I have enough money for my light bill?
Right.
You know, am I gonna be able to pay my phone bill? This and that. Am I gonna have to they'll have money to put gas in my car?
I gotta get up and go to work.
None of that shit. None of that shit, bro. It's a peaceable habitation. You're not gonna have to worry about nothing or stress no more. Alright? And that's what we're gonna receive for eternity compared to this stuff that we're going through for a short time. That's why I can't be compared to it.
Can't, man.
You get the you got something?
Revelation, just real quick. Revelation 21:4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no more crying, no more death, no more none of that, because we gonna have that new covenant in us. Because what brings death? All right, death only comes by sinning, and when we have that new covenant, you know, programmed into our minds, all right, we not gonna go off anymore. So death is gonna be done away with. All right, crying, everything you're stressing about, all the pain and stuff you suffering right now, that our people are suffering as a whole. All right, that the Most High gonna take all that away from us.
Right.
All right, but you want to get it on the first go around, because the 2/3 are gonna have to die to receive it.
Right.
Right. You don't want to have to die to receive that. All right. I believe that the scripture say, "Blessed is he that is able to that goes in on the first go." I forgot. I don't remember exactly how it's quoted, but basically to go on that's not tasted the first death. That's what it say. Blessed is he that does not have tasted of the first death, or the second death. Because the first death, so like it was the flood, and the second death gonna be with the missiles. All right, you don't want to have to go through that to receive the kingdom. You don't want to have to get burnt up. All right, that's a different type of heat.
Hey, when you think about it, Edomites today, this is their kingdom, you know? But they don't have no remembrance of how it was when America was actually getting built up, when their forefathers had slaves, you know? They don't know what that life was like when they was really ruling and living. They just coming in where a nigga could have a better job than them, could have more money than them. They don't know what that's like to build up a kingdom, how people build it up, you know? So we want to go, when we with Yahushua, seeing the kingdom getting built up,
right,
making them Edomites and all these other nations clean up the earth, man. We want to be here for the beginning stages of the kingdom, not being born in and you just born into gold and stones and palaces. No, I want to, you know.
You want to see the process.
Yeah, the process, man.
Take, you know.
They ain't, man, come on, man. That's something to see. That's something to wait for. That's something to fight for, man. You know, to actually see that from the ground up, man.
Getting that crown placed on your head.
Ooh, come on, man. Yeah, you got some?
You can get 1 Corinthians 9:24.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain.
Yeah, so the prize is the kingdom. All right, we looking to get up out here. We're looking to get saved. All right, and this truth is like it's likened unto a race, like a marathon. You got to pace yourself, you know. And it says that so run that ye may obtain. So when you're in this truth, you know, try to achieve getting that prize, basically. All right, for lack of better words, try to strive for that prize. All right, try to strive for the kingdom. All right, keep going.
It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they that do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Right, we're trying to get the incorruptible crown. We're trying to get glorified the right way. All right, by doing what thus said the scripture, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're not trying to do everything for vain glory or for us to be on a certain level, to be looked at, you know, on a certain level in the sight of men. All right, that's corruptible. All right,
like the scripture you brought earlier, it's temporary. You know, it says, but we an incorruptible, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air.
It says not as uncertainly, so you gotta know why you in this truth. Because the brother Machiavelli from the LA camp, he posted it. Why did you come into this truth? All right, and when you first came into this truth, you had in your mind you wanted to get saved.
Yes. Man.
So you got to keep that. You got to keep that on your mind. All right, it says it's not as one as beat the air. That's shadow boxing, because when you shadow boxing, you don't really have an opponent. You don't really have a target. All right, but we know what we want.
Right.
You can't let the things that you're going through take that off your mind. Take that prize off your mind. Take that target off your mind. You gotta keep hitting it. All right. No matter what you go through. All right. No, that's really it. You got something?
Just This is Hebrews 13 and 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
Right. So for here we have no continuing city, because this place is corrupted. This place is full of abominations. All right? This place is not ruled in righteousness. So this place is not for us. And we believe that we are men of the elect and that we are righteous. So this place is no place for a righteous man. All right. That's why we seek a city to come, or the kingdom. All right. Which is going to be ruled by the Israelites and by the Israelites only.
That's right.
You know. So you got something else? All right, so with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutation to the Akim, and to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, wishing the truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.